talk to him because he does not know what he speaketh. Kanye West says he wants a threesome with former FLOTUS, First Lady of the United States of America, Michelle Obama. First one BBA too. You know, in Luo community, the wife belongs to the community. You cannot speak about Mrs. Obama, Michelle, like that. That's so disrespectful. Anyway, he says he wants to have a threesome with Michelle Obama and Bianca Censori. Kanye has stopped taking his medication. In fact, I'll quote someone in the morning who said his intrusive thoughts took over again. Intrusive thoughts as a result of not taking his medication. That's not an excuse. We need to just call bad behavior bad, terrible behavior, because that's exactly what it is. Kanye needs to sit down, take several seats and benches, because we've had it with him, right? Yolanda Mulua, the show is Sugar and Spice, 20 minutes to wrap up the hour. Big conversation sits on this hour. We call it Word Around Town. Is dating for more than 6 months a waste of time? Is what we asked you, what I asked you. And there's so many layers, you know, to this conversation. It's like an onion. There's the parents, there's the societal pressures, because women, like, there's an unsaid rule that by 30 you have to have your house in order. Right? Did you even feel the pressure mounting up? By 28, everyone is like, unajua umefika ile age, oh, past 30, why would you want to have? So you're supposed to start coming home to yourself by 30, have had someone who's ready to settle down with you by 30, have figured your career out by 30. It always feels like you're going to explode by 30 if you haven't figured life out as a woman. And I'm like, by 30, have you hit all your career goals? Have you gotten everything that you... Yesterday we had Listen Tonjira here with degrees up to sijui where, a master's, and working on her PhD. If you put sell by date or... I love precision, by the way. Let me not even sound like I'm not preaching precision. I'm team precision. But not when it comes to certain things in life. Certain things have to be entirely in your hands. You have to sit in the driver's seat of who you will marry and when you will marry them, how many children you want to have, and when you're going to have those children, right? Of course, your parents acting as wise counsel, you know, here to hold your hand and help you through this because it's a place they've been through before. But 99.9999999 your body, what you'll do with your body, how many children you'll have. That's why I don't take lightly when someone's like, well, you have the second one for free. Like it says, well, where is that contract? It's a lot. It's a lot to take in, right? And the people who married because of societal pressure, or your parents made you feel some type of way that you've gotten meaningful employment, now you need to do the things that follows it. Like there's a sequence. Yolanda sasa umepata kazi, what are you waiting for? You know, like, do you regret it? Like, I would want someone to call me 0719012600 and tell me the truth. Did you feel bad that your parents gave you not pressure, but there was a nudge somewhat for you to go down that path because the time was right? Do you regret it? Is there someone who feels, if my parents didn't push me in that right direction, if my parents didn't help me take the plunge, I would still be for the streets? So this is what she had to say. The comments. Is dating for more than 6 months a waste of time? Ted Nyakinya, you say, I think it is sufficient to know someone, but our emotional and mental capacities differ, so some may take longer. Co-sign to that. Doreen Lee Zongoro says, I would rather have a long courtship than a short marriage. I love it. Marriage should be permanent or till death. 6 months seems very short to understand a person and know their true self. Co-sign to that one as well. Anthony Gitonga Watona says, I think I think that decision will be determined by how your last relationship ended. The trauma I was telling you. There's always the devil in the room, yeah? Sometimes people need time to know someone or to trust again, but that's just me. No, we hear you, by the way, Anthony, loud and clear. Vic Tar says, Amerix tells men to date a woman for 2 years. This is enough to peel off her mask. We are quoting Amerix now. Yeah. Wow. Tekla Wanjiko says, absolutely, it is cause what the hell are we doing? She's like, time. I understand what you're saying, Tekla Wanjiko. Marcy Shege says, no, it's not a waste of time. Kemboy Kevo says, yeah, in fact, 1 month is much, and by the dating is for weak, strong people don't date, they just marry. Kemboy, hey, one bam, thank you, ma'am. You just cut there. You don't. There's no foreplay. Why are you slowly? Pole, mos. Tina Masese says yes and no. Yes, because when you have a collection of red flags and still hoping a person will change, and then no, when you are not ready for the next step just yet, and y'all agree to more time. I like the word agree, but not ultimatums. Not, Freddie, if you don't marry me, my parents said I move back home because you're wasting my time. You know, it doesn't have to be like an ultimatum. You understand? Because it triggers something very terrible in the head, in a man's head, yeah? I'm like, there's a way of doing it. You just sit down and say, Mimi, by the way, how about you have that conversation at the onset of your relationship, even when you're dating? Be honest. We are dating. I'm 27 and a half. Can never leave the half. I want to be married by 30. So he knows if he's not a suitable candidate, bugger off. Cindy. And let me see what Twitter has to say. Beryl O says, the playlist is on point. Thank you. Kedogo Brenda wa Naivasha says, even for a second, it's a waste of time. No gains. You've heard. Stephen says, no, it's not a waste of time. It depends on why you're dating. The time is inconsequential if there's no talk of where the relationship is going, like its objectives. Co-sign to that. Steve Lago says, depending on the purpose of dating. Is there normally another purpose for dating? Ama we should have like a separate conversation, kesho mimi na wewe. Because I'm like, there's normally, you don't date like with an end goal to marry. Ama ni mimi ni nyamaze. I'm shouting. Why do you date? Can we discuss that? Please say yes, as in on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram. Why do you date? Because I'm like, eh. Okay, but I remember at a certain age I used to date for food. To go to nice restaurant and taste different cuisine. Yes, I won't act brand new for you. Sometimes you can date for entertainment. Maybe I grew a little old and I forgot. But yeah, the question again, is dating for 6 months, longer than 6 months, a waste of time? Now we're going to hear from Fred and Tonya, and I'll just say this, spanner in the works. Spanner in the works. But I'm going to read this because I feel like this is the tone for the conversations ending. Doreen Liz Ongoro said, I would rather have a long courtship than a short marriage. I love it.
Getting married. Some don't force. They see they want all parents, I came to realize, want the best for you. You know. So they would like to see you married and your life progressing in that way. However, maybe the way it's done may not be appealing to you, but some of them come from a very good place and they just want you to progress in that area. As life would have it. Yeah, so basically I think that's what it is.
I don't regret. I don't mind parents choosing a partner for me. Actually, I'm rooting for arranged marriage because one thing I realized from my failed marriage, I did not get the family blessings. And sometimes I feel like that is why things didn't work out. So yeah, if you are in that age where you should get married, I think with the parents' support, I don't think it's a bad